Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an AMX 5120. It's a tier 9 French heavy tank and it's located on the east spawn of Sand River under the command of River Beastie. Now, battle started. And he's not moving. Oh, he is now, yes. Not for a second, he's gone to sleep. Okay, 120mm gun with an autoloader, and it's mounted in an oscillating turret carrying 4 rounds of 120mm ammunition with 400 output per shot and 3.33 seconds per shot reload, clip reload, per shot reload rather, intra-clip reload. But it's got 35 seconds on the overall reload, and we're looking at an EBR Hotchkiss just the other side of that ridge line. He's having a look round. Not going to get a shot at him, but not at the moment anyway. So, what's to say about it? Well, it has got rather a large profile, which actually does make it a big target to hit. As you can see, it's got that angled armor at the front, but most shots that tend to be fired at it tend to go through. So yeah, it can be a bit of a pain, this tank. It's a decent gun, a bit like the T-57 heavy tank, the tier 10 American autoloader, but the problem is that the armour, I suppose, more than anything, and the fact that it's such a big profile. And that 3.3 seconds between each shot can really seem like an eternity. He's decided to move up. This is a tier 9 game, obviously, because this is a tier 9 tank. Doesn't have to be, I mean, it could be middle tier. There's that Hotchkiss again. Didn't get a shot. Moved up a bit. Oh, he's been spotted. I think that was a proximity spot from the Progetto, actually. Nope, just missed him. Just missed him. Hit the dirt instead. That means he's got one shell left, or one shell left, one less than he needs, and he's got 2 opponents around the corner. So he might decide to fire the 3 and then get a quick reload in. But he's got a Progetto teammate with him, and oh, a Tiger P's turned up behind him. Auto aim. Let's see if he can take them out. He's having a look in third person mode, and the P-43 turns come round, puts one into him for a hefty load, but he's now in reload. So I think he wishes that he hadn't wasted that shot. He needs to get into cover to avoid that 50 TP drilling holes in him. And we've also got that P-43 turret coming over the edge. Here he comes. I think he did a masterful job there, actually avoiding a lot of the fire, keeping in cover. Could have driven across the gap, but if he had the 50 TP, would have got him. Okay, almost completed the reload. Okay, now he can dispose of that 50 TP. First one in, tracks him. He's used his repair kit, now he's tracked and perma-tracked. Just need to keep these shells going in. One more to kill him, and doesn't need it. Now he's looking at that EBR. Gonna have a go. Yes! And it's a high roll as well. 417 teaches that EBR to be naughty and try and sling a shot at River Beastie. Now I may have mentioned River Beastie actually comes from What Uni, which is a clan I used to belong to. Back when it was Havoc. And you can see he's got 2 marks on this 5120 already, and he's almost completed his reload, which means 4 shots going to the enemy. And that AT7 is only going to take at least 2 shots to kill, I think. There's one. Can you get the second one in? Yes. Oh, it's actually going to need 3. And he's going to put one of those into the Progetto. He missed. Oh, he did hit him. And he gets the second one in to kill the Progetto off. But he did take a round from the AMX M445. Now, long reload. Even though the mod's saying that he is actually fully loaded, the clip is showing as empty. And those enemy tanks around the corner are actually being hit in the rear by the rest of our team. And so, almost completed reload. And River Beastie's going to go around the other side. In fact, I think he sees something that I see on the minimap. That the enemy's actually very close to our base, and they've got an AMX 5120 as well. So he's going to go back and help. Otherwise, this team's going to end up getting capped whilst they're still trying to claim the enemy's cap. And you can see some of the holes that actually went in. You have one go through the side of the turret, one through the gun, one almost went through the capo as well. It looks like it hit the top of the tank. Okay, so racing back to the cap, trying to help those defenders. Oh, we lost the T-25 too, so it means the back door is out, open. But River Beastie's in a position to try and help. And I think he's going to stay below this ridge line and then get shots of the enemy as they pop up. Okay, Centurion 7-1 puts one in, pulls back. There's no Arty, so he's not going to be expecting a shot from the enemy. Pops up again. Going for an AMX 5120. Gets one round into him. 2 shots to kill. Oh, just misses it. Just misses it. Go for the Centurion. Yes. Now he's reloading and he doesn't want to get rushed by the enemy at this point. He's still got quite a large amount of hit points, but it's 35 seconds on the reload. 32.57 actually. Showing on the mods. 35 is the standard, but the enemy's going to start capping, but they've only got one in the cap so far, and I think it's the TS5. Okay, almost loaded, ready to go. 4 shots, 1600 hit points to take off the enemy, and if it's the 120, oh it is! Oh, it's the Lorraine! Well, that Lorraine's not going to last very long, but we've got the Centurion coming down. Tracks him. Oh, blows him up. Nope, that one went over the top, and I think we got bonked there by an EBR. And we're in reload again. Now the good news is that our team is now capping at the other end. I think it's River Beastie some time to go the other side of the cap. Now the enemy probably knows he's actually doing this. And I think that's the Centurion. No, it's the Lorraine trying to come over the edge. Is he going to be brave enough to try it? It might be a bit silly if he does, because I think River Beastie will punish him. And there's the EBR. Fires one in, takes out the EBR. Now, where is that Lorraine? Well, he's decided against it. He wouldn't survive the drop, and we've capped out to win. Oh, that's a pity. They could have easily killed that Lorraine, no problem at all. In fact, actually, the patent said, why cap? I'm sure that River Beastie would have got the kill the very next shot. And let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for River Beastie in the AMX 5120. He also got a fire effect, Hand of God, and a Bruiser medal out of the minor medals. But he also picked up the high caliber. He dealt the most damage in that battle overall. And you can certainly see how powerful that 120mm gun is at doing 400 hit points per shot on an average roll. Win 8 for the game was 11,778. And he certainly hit a lot of the enemies you can see there. And he even did manage to reset the cap as well. So let's have a look at the team score. Well, he's top of the table, 6,102 hit points of damage. In fact, no one really got near him because the nearest player was the Progetto 46 on his own team with 3,063 hit points. And after that, it was the Scorpion G on the enemy team with 1,960 hit points. When it came to kills, he was also top of the he was top of the table on his own team. The top of the table was the Lorraine 40 ton. He did 4 kills apparently in that game. But unfortunately he was still left alive at the end of the game. But one shot separated him from being dead because he did have less than 400 hit points left at the end of that game. When it came to base XP, again, River Beastie's got the top. He's got 1,367 base experience points. The next highest player was the Progetto with 1,000, and then the M46 pattern was 781. He fired 21 shots in that game, got 17 direct hits, 16 penetrations. It's a decent gun. Unfortunately, the shots Ray missed were the ones where he was trying to get the Lorraine 40 ton, and the shells just whizzed right over the top of him at the time. I think the gun was trolling him, because the gun depression is only 9 degrees. It's not the full 10 degrees you get on British heavy tanks or mediums. He did damage of 6,102 hit points, of which 417 were at more than 300 meters, and I think that was the shot on the EBR at range. He received 8 hits from the enemy. 4 of them were penetrations, 3 non-penetrations. Again, this shows that this tank is a bit of a glass cannon. If you do fire at it, you're more than likely going to pen it. But the non-penetration shots, I think those hit the tracks. He received 1 hit as a result of splash damage as well. Block damage of 320 hit points. Spotted 3 enemy vehicles, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and did damage assistance of 459 hit points and got 33 defense points. On a premium count, he earned 79,310 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 46,253 credits, so it's a good earner. He picked up 1 bomb for getting the high caliber, and 2,050 XP, and there was no multiplier, so that's all the experience points he received. But it's an ace tanker and high caliber, and you can't knock that, plus the fact it's a very high win 8 super unicum level. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.